Hey there, Ghost. This is Bone Frog coming at you with another video. Just wanted to give you an update on where I'm at, what's going on, what I'm doing, and why. So, let's start with the fun news. If I go here to, I want to gunsmith this one. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff I need to sell. You'll notice this is a Mark III 416. Gunsmith it. So we finally get to have a look, unless you've seen this somewhere else, at the Mark III upgrades. So all of these use the either standard parts or improved the green or blue parts. So you have reload speed, range, reload speed, and handling. Okay. So let's move on. We got this one over here, which uses the purple part, so I have to find another purple weapon. I finally found one. Need to find another one to disassemble and unlock that. Then this one over here also requires the purple parts, which is another handling. So I've got mobility and handling, and the last one is another mobility upgrade. And if you notice, that requires elite weapon parts, which is a grade above purple. I don't know what that is. I haven't seen that in game yet. I heard rumors somewhere that it was a gold weapon. We'll have to wait to find it. So, yeah, if you get all of those, each one of these gives in addition to these, as you complete your mark upgrades, you get these additional perks. So like this is a plus 10 reload speed after a kill. This is a plus 1 mobility after a kill. This is a plus 10 handling after a kill. So yeah, liking this so far. Let's see. Let's reload. So, not seeing those super fancy animations that they put up in the fixes from closed beta to open beta to this game. So I don't know what's going on with that. You'll also notice I got a new pair of nods. Yeah, I like them. I'll switch back and forth between the two. Still the same filter. Still not entirely happy that they went back to the green as opposed to the white phosphor color. And look, I understand they were having problems with the white phosphor and getting it blurry or whatever on some screens, but the reason why I would prefer they do that is white phosphor causes less eye strain and allows you to see detail better so you can pick out your enemies faster. Oh, crud. Why does this guy have to bother me now? Anyway, so while he's flying by, you've probably already noticed that despite my desire to only play with a single primary, I have a second one strapped to my back. And the reason for that is that I was seeing a retardation in gear drops. Essentially, I was only progressing like a level every few hours, and by a level I mean from like 63 to 64. And so I decided to go to one of my presets. This is on a preset. I can still pop that off and go back to the single weapon, and I will do that for most of the main story missions at the very least. And once I get to whatever gear cap is, I'll stick with that. So I did that, and I've watched my gear score skyrocket. As you can see, I am now gear score 75, and gonna keep going up. Let's see what else. So, yeah, basically kitted out as in this one. Like I said in the previous video, I got the G3 shirt, I got the AR1 camo. I know some people are disappointed by multicam being locked. Me, I'm not over so much. The two camos I want are AR1 and AOR2, and the reason is I have if you haven't already figured this out from my past and some other things, I have an affinity for naval special warfare, and that is the camo they still wear today. I know the movies and the television shows that have you believe it's all multicam. Multicam's doing a great marketing job that way, but I'm not sure about the Army. But I know the Marines are still in Marpat. I know the Navy guys in Somarsoc. The Navy guys are still in AOR1 and AOR2. Uh, the Army, I think, is still in UCP, even at the higher levels like CAG. And the reason for that is beyond. All right, so camouflage patterns. Real quick lesson on camouflage and camouflage patterns. Camouflage patterns really don't, at closer distances, and I mean under 200, 300 meters, don't really help you blend in over much. The human eye sees a silhouette, so you have to use negative space and things like that. And by that I mean things like trees, natural uh, ground formations, and whatever to break up the human silhouette. If you can see a human silhouette, you can see a human, you can shoot a human. Um, Snipers are trained to pick them out, of course, with magnification. What we call popcorn poppers out to 800, 1,000 meters, painted to blend into their surroundings. You see the silhouette, you can shoot the silhouette. It's just that simple. The only thing that can really help break that up much is a ghillie suit. And even ghillie suits, you basically have to hug the ground and shove vegetation into it to get that to work. Otherwise, you're just a big walking Sasquatch with a gun. Um, which, Anyway, so yeah, I'm carrying a second primary. I'm not entirely happy about it, but I think Ubisoft may have bigger things on their plate right now. So that's the reason I'm wearing the camo. It's naval special warfare. My headcanon, my nomad, is a former member of a SEAL team. Uh, let's see. What else I wanted to go over? So yeah, I got the nods here. Oh yeah, let's see. Bring up the map. Let's look at battle rewards. I know some people have been worried about battle pass and whether or not this is going to be a money thing or whatever. So I didn't do any dailies before the reset today. So this is all today, and then the next reset for tomorrow is when I'll be able to pick up again. So I maxed out at my 400 battle points for the day. Okay. Um, Meh. It is what it is, and this is where it got me. So I'm. That's one day, man. Like 7 tiers in a single day. Um, and personally, I'm really enjoying the faction missions. A lot of them are story driven. Some of them are just go here, blow this up, go there, do that. But there's a lot of them that are story driven. They give a lot more experience points. Like here's one that I will do because why not? If I go over here, I'll still get experience and scale credits and stuff like that. Is like this one here. They call them elite missions. Those are always so far. Those have always been stories, and they're fun. If you didn't hear me talk about the previous one that I did, I actually got to ride along in the gunner seat of a truck while the AI drove me around and shoot people, which is something we've asked for in the forums like forever. So that was great. The one thing that's still bugging me is, let me come up here, and it's not because, I'll just go here. So if I go and look for the camo, so I never got the USAF camo that I was supposed to get. I don't know what's up with that. So there is another one here that I thought was supposed to unlock. Or maybe it's a weapon paint. I have to check. Chocolate chip. Tier 2 battle rewards. I'm tier 7 going on 8. It still hasn't unlocked. So I don't know what's up with that. And look, I'm not going to. I I don't really care about the chocolate chip color myself. Okay, that's not my deal. The one thing I am concerned about, though, is a lot of the others, including the other one that I really want, which is the AOR 2. Um, so UCP, that's the one the army uses. Then you'll be able to open that up, I guess, in battle crates at some point. UCPD, so that's the desert version. See, that's what the army's using today, from what I understand. Um, Alright, you have to create an account on GRN. Yeah, see, I did that and still nothing. Okay. Uh, so like these, if you want that, or some other cosmetics, AOR2 is tier 21 of battle rewards. So my big concern, and I'm just going to throw it out there, is that it's a bug in the system, and I really want them to get on it as soon as possible. So I put up a forum post, and I'll put the link in the description for this to that post. If you watch this video, if you can go and comment and say, "Hey Ubisoft, what the heck? What's going on with this?" That would be great. Just to try and bump that up there a little bit. Yes, I know I said bump that up, and I know that's technically against forum policy, but bump that up there a little bit so that they can see that it's an issue. It's, like, I'm not complaining about uh, their store or anything. I'm just saying the rewards that you say in game we should be getting for doing things in game, well, we should be getting them. So, let's see. So my basic game plan for playing the game is trying to get my gear level up so that I can then go back to one weapon. And I want to finish out some of these mark upgrades. So I'm going to mostly focus for the time being on the faction missions, since there's so many of them, and the side missions, since there's so many of those, and those are all story driven as well. And then as I feel the want, desire, / need, I'll work through some of the campaign missions just for the fun of it and to see the campaign progress, as there's still a lot of those. Again, if I go back to the map here to show you where I'm at in the campaign, I haven't gotten very far. I've done a few of her missions, and that, like, there's still whatever's going on here. There's all of these that connect out. There may be more. Yeah, you can see lines coming down from these people. So, and then you've got all this over here. This, I know that there's people on Reddit that claim they got it all done in a day or two. If you're gonna know life it, I guess you could do that. But I think if you're gonna want to have fun with it and really see everything this game has to offer, like, I've already unlocked 11 side missions to do. That's a whole no life day of gaming right there. So anyway, I'm gonna just say, if you want to rush through it, I guess you can. I mean, you can jump ahead and find Cole Walker at his wolf base and go and kill him and end parts of it now. But if you really want to have fun with it and see what the game has to offer, I think there's a lot to do and probably a lot of hours of fun to be had. And I say that because in Wildlands, the side missions were really repetitive and really boring. There was no story to them. The main campaign was okay, but the individual missions didn't have the same story arc so much, as it was blow this up, find this, blah blah blah, and then finally you got some cutscenes at the end. I'm not saying the cutscenes have been great in this. Some of them definitely could use some work. Hey, I'm not a writer, so I'm not going to complain too much. But yeah, that's my thought on that. But I'm loving the story as it's progressing so far, and I'll keep you updated. So that's it for now. Just wanted to let you know where I was at. I think I've got another half a day before I have to actually head out for work, and won't be around for a couple of days. So once that happens, you won't see any more videos for a little while, and then I'll be back and keep going. I'm in no rush, but I'm having fun and want to share the experience with the rest of you. So until next time, Bone Frog out.